Close to 20 days are left for your IFSCA Grade A Phase 1 examination, and yes, you can still crack it, but only if you stop wasting your time and use it strategically. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the IFSCA Grade A complete preparation strategy. So let's start the discussion. Your Phase 1 examination is scheduled on 11th of October, right? So even if I count from today, we are having close to 22 days, 23 days. For the sake of simplicity, I am just taking 20 days. Okay, so we are having good 20 days for your Phase 1 examination for the discussion of your preparation strategy, and then you are having your Phase 2 examination on 15th of November. So again we are getting 30 to 34 days for your Phase 2 examination, right? So it's the best that we as of now deal with only Phase 1, right? I'll be also telling you about the Phase 2, how to prepare for Phase 2, but first let's talk about the Phase 1 examination. So the strategy will always depend. The strategy will always depend on the level of your preparation, okay? So let's suppose my preparation level is good. I can say that if my preparation level is good, I am the first category, right? And the second category will be my preparation level is average. So if my preparation level is good, I already have so many options to try. But if my preparation level is average, on an average, right? I have done some subjects in phase of paper 1, and I have done some subjects of paper 2, and I'm yet to do some of the topics or some of the subjects. So I can say that you are in the average category. If you have already completed your course, you are in the good category is what I can say. Or if you have completed almost more than 85% of your course, again you are falling in the first category, right? However, if you have completed anywhere around 60%, 50 to 60% of the course, more than that, you are falling in the average category as of now. Okay, so I'll be sharing strategy for both the students, the good ones and the average preparation level ones as well, right? Why? Because I know that some students are targeting RBI examinations, some are giving PFRDA, so there are average level students as well who are giving the IFSCA Grade A examination, and I can say that most of the students are falling in the average category only as of now, right? So here we are having 20 days timeline, right? We are having a 20-day timeline. So in the first 5 days, what I'll advise you guys to quickly have a review of the previous year question paper. Okay, why? Because it will give us a quick understanding of what things can come in our examination, in our upcoming examination, based on the past pattern. So for the first 5 days, I will advise you guys to have a quick review of your previous year question papers, right? And that should be a very quick review. Don't give too much time, okay? Just have a quick reading, just try to solve it quickly. Then you need to cover your weak zone, okay? So I'll advise you to please cover your weak zone. Why? Because last के अंदर whenever we pick the weak zone, हमारा confidence level क्या होता है? Goes down drastically. So I won't advise you ever to pick your weak zone in the last 10 days, okay? In the last 5 to 10 days, don't pick your weak zone. Pick the weak zone in the first 5 days itself, okay? So try to cover your weak zone, and whenever I say try to cover your weak zone, say for example, some students haven't started the commerce and accountancy, some are struggling with economics, some are struggling with quant, right? So it can be different. Weak zone can be definitely different for each and every student. So I will advise you guys to cover your weak zone. Try to do it in a easy to moderate level. It's not like that you need to turn your weak zone into strong zone. ठीक है, तो weak zone को strong zone में turn करने का time अभी जा चुका है. What we need to do is we need to prepare it on a easy to moderate level. That's the strategy number 1. Prepare on a easy to moderate level, right? And at the same time do more and more MCQs related to your weak zone, right? Why? Because this will save your time. अगर आप बिल्कुल टफ वाला जोन, उसका सबसे टफेस्ट जोन अगर पढ़ने जाओगे तो आपका बहुत सारा टाइम वेस्ट हो जाएगा. आई डोंट वांट दैट. सो प्रिपेयर फॉर इजी टू मॉडरेट लेवल. स्टार्ट विद इजी लेवल. डोंट लीव एनीथिंग. Even if you are leaving a particular topic, at least have a quick overview of that topic, study the easy part of that topic, do the MCQs related to that topic. Why? Because you never know, जो आप छोड़ रहे हो उसके अंदर से सबसे simple part आ गया, जो आप लास्ट में देख के गए थे उसी में से कुछ आ गया, right? So luck factor is always there in any kind of examination. So what I'll suggest you guys to please don't leave anything. Even if you are leaving anything, have a quick overview. At least prepare the easy portion of that particular topic, right? And do some MCQs. If you are finding it difficult, no problem at all. But try to expand the coverage area. Try to expand the coverage area. Whenever you expand the coverage area, you are expanding the surface area of your luck as well, right? So in the first 5 days, you will be having a quick overview of your previous year question. You need to cover your weak zone at easy to moderate level. Even if you are not fine with moderate level, it will be fine if you can only cover the easy topics from that particular weak zone plus the MCQs, right? Now in the next 5 days, what you can do is you are done with the easy portion. Now you can focus on your average zone, right? Say for example, if a student is having average level of expertise in commerce and accountancy, costing or finance, you can pick it on a second priority in the next 5 days, okay? Let's suppose your quant is not good. You can pick it on a second priority. It's not too bad and it's not too good. So it's falling in the average zone, right? Not too bad, not too good is falling in the average zone. अगर too bad है तो फिर it will be in a priority zone, first वाला zone, weak zone, right? तो आपको सबसे पहले वही करना है. नहीं, आपको लगता है कि ठीक है, so है, so no problem at all. You can give it a second priority, and then in the next 5 days, what you will be doing is you will be covering your average zone, plus you will be quickly revising. You will be quickly revising your weak zone. So just try to give 1 or 2 hours for the revision purpose. For the next 5 days, whatever you have studied in the first 5 days, immediately try to revise that, right? And don't give more than 1 to 2 hours. You need to be very, very efficient while studying. Try to study at least 8 to 12 hours a day, right? That's a bare minimum for as of now. We are having only 20 days. Try to study at least 8 to 12 hours a day. Even more if you can manage. If you are not working, try to manage it, right? आप और ज़्यादा भी दे सकते हो depending on your free time, right? Start the MCQ practice at the same time. Start the MCQ practice. So you need to revise your average zone. You need to quickly revise your weak zone because you have just studied it, right? At least if not in your strong zone, what will happen is your weak zone will become a moderate zone. That's also fine. That's also fine, right? And start with the MCQ practice. Try to give as many mock tests as you can. So weak zone आपका sorted हो चुका है, average zone आपका sorted हो चुका है, strong zone आपका already ही sorted था, right? Strong zone was already sorted. So what I'll advise you guys to start practicing the MCQs, क्योंकि strong zone आपको आता है, आप MCQ कर पाओगे. Weak zone अभी आपने पढ़ा है, अभी आपने revise भी कर लिया है, and the average level zone you have again also completed, right? और उसमें से भी कुछ तो आप आराम से आंसर कर ही पाओगे. So I'll advise you guys to start giving mock test, right? Now rest of the remaining 10 days. Rest of the remaining 10 days, what you can do is you can give a complete focus on revision, right? अब उसके अंदर आपका वीक जोन, एवरेज जोन, स्ट्रॉन्ग जोन सब कुछ आ गया. आप बढ़िया सा रिविजन करोगे. जो इंपॉर्टेंट एरियाज हैं सिलेबस के, दैट आई हैव टोल्ड मल्टीपल टाइम्स, द इंपॉर्टेंट एरियाज, इसके ऊपर आपको ज्यादा फोकस रखना है. प्लीज फोकस ऑन द इंपॉर्टेंट एरियाज, राइट? प्लस कीप ऑन रिवाइजिंग योर वीक जोन एंड योर एवरेज जोन. Plus what I'll advise you guys regularly with all these things, try to give at least 20 minutes or 30 minutes to general awareness regularly for the next 30 days. Anywhere around 15 to 30 minutes, try to give it to the general awareness section as well, right? Because ये ऐसा section है जो हर जगह आपके काम आता है, right? Plus it's highly scoring as well. और लास्ट में जो पढ़ा होता है that you are easily able to remember, that's my experience, जो हमने लास्ट में पढ़ा होता है वो हमको सबसे ज़्यादा याद रहता है. सही है? सो ट्राई टू पिक जनरल अवेयरनेस डेली, और लास्ट 10 डेज में आपको क्या करना है, रिविजन प्लस MCQs प्लस मॉक टेस्ट एज मच एज यू कैन, राइट? MCQs प्लस मॉक टेस्ट एज मच एज यू कैन, ओके, इन द लास्ट 10 डेज. डोंट पिक योर वीक जोन कि मैं इसको लास्ट में कर लूंगा, लास्ट के लिए बिल्कुल मत छोड़ना. पिक इट इमीडिएटली, पिक इट इमीडिएटली. लेट्स सपोज इफ आई एम हैविंग अ फियर विद कॉमर्स एंड अकाउंटेंसी, दैट विल बी द फर्स्ट सब्जेक्ट दैट आई पिक इन द फर्स्ट 5 days, ओके? आई विल ट्राई टू कवर एटलीस्ट द इजी पोर्शन, द मॉडरेट पोर्शन. जो समझ में आ रहा है वो अच्छे से कवर कर लो, जो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कोई बात नहीं, उसके ऊपर थोड़े बहुत MCQs देख लो, राइट? कमिंग टू द की पॉइंटर्स हियर. सो डेली जनरल अवेयरनेस, ट्राई टू डू जनरल अवेयरनेस डेली, ट्राई टू डू योर वीक जोन डेली, जस्ट स्पेयर 10 to 20 minutes. Once I have studied my weak zone, no problem at all. I can just quickly revise at least some of the topics, right, in 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes and so on, right? So I'll be focusing more on my general awareness, my weak zone. It can be quant, it can be finance, it can be economics, it can be costing. You can take 2 to 3 subjects, right? You can take 2 to 3 subjects plus 1 subject for revision. Let's suppose you are taking 2 subjects, right? One from paper 1 and another one from paper 2, or maybe 2 subjects from paper 2, considering the weightage, right? Considering the higher amount of cutoff you need. in paper 2. You can take one subject for revision as well. So you can just give 15 to 30 minutes, anywhere around 30 minutes if you are able to give for revision. That will again help, right? Let's suppose I have picked up some of the subjects from paper 2 और उसके बाद मैंने पेपर 1 से क्वांट ले रखा है या रीजनिंग ले रखा है. सो एक सब्जेक्ट में रिविजन के लिए कर सकता हूँ, वो जनरल अवेयरनेस हो सकता है, आप उसकी फटाफट से रिविजन कर सकते हो. कॉमर्स एंड अकाउंटेंसी होता है, फिनेंस हो सकता है, कोई भी सब्जेक्ट हो सकता है, राइट, रिविजन के लिए. Theory subjects, I can say in IFSCA majority or I can say more than majority of the subjects are your theory subjects. General awareness, theory, complete theory. Management, complete theory. Finance, mostly theory. Economics, mostly theory, right? Even costing and commerce and accountancy, I can say they are also 50% theory, right? 40 to 50% they are also theory, right? Even if you are unable to understand costing terminologies, no problem at all. You don't have to do too much numericals. What you can do is focus on the basics of costing, focus on the lean system, right? If your costing is a weak zone, what you can do is focus on the basics, focus on the lean system. And जिसके प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चंस भी आते हैं उसका भी आप थ्योरी भी पढ़ सकते हो, उसके अंदर से थ्योरी क्वेश्चंस भी आते हैं. आप प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन स्टडी करो, आपको बहुत सारे थ्योरी क्वेश्चंस भी मिलेंगे, राइट? In the initial days, you need to focus more and more on your weak zone and don't completely leave anything. I'm again telling you guys, don't completely leave anything. Say for example, काफ़ी सारी क्वेरीज आती है कि सर पूरा का पूरा सब्जेक्ट ही छोड़ दूंगा. मत छोड़ो, थोड़ा पोर्शन कर लो. कॉस्टिंग है, थोड़ा पोर्शन कर लो, बेसिक्स कर लो, लीन सिस्टम कर लो. डोंट लीव द एंटायर टॉपिक. मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग है, कोई बात नहीं, बेसिक क्वेश्चंस कर लो. बहुत सिंपल है, राइट? बहुत सिंपल भी है. क्वेश्चंस डेफिनेटली टफ भी हैं तो सिंपल भी हैं. एटलीस्ट सिंपल वाले तो कर लो. एंड मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द टाइम्स दे आर आस्किंग सिंपल टू मॉडरेट क्वेश्चंस, राइट, इन द एग्जामिनेशन. रेयर चांस होता है कि कभी बहुत टफ क्वेश्चन आ जाता है. ओके, सो ये सारे आपके सब्जेक्ट्स हैं. इनमें से आप कोई भी सब्जेक्ट्स पिक कर सकते हो डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर ओन पर्सनल चॉइस. सो आई एम नॉट गिविंग अ फुल प्रूफ कि भाई नहीं पेपर 1 में से तो वही पढ़ना है, पेपर 2 में से तो वही पढ़ना है. नहीं, आप 3 सब्जेक्ट कोई भी अपनी पसंद के उठा सकते हो, राइट? However, I'll advise कि पहले वीक जोन उठा लेना, राइट? सो ये सारा आपका सिलेबस है. सिलेबस में ऑलरेडी कर चुका हूँ. लेट सपोज कॉमर्स एंड अकाउंटेंसी इज योर वीक जोन. से फॉर एग्जांपल किसी का कॉमर्स एंड अकाउंटेंसी वीक जोन है. सो व्हाट आई कैन सजेस्ट इज फर्स्ट कवर दिस पोर्शन. वेरी वेरी सिंपल. बेसिक्स ऑफ अकाउंटिंग, राइट? That's very very simple. You can start with basics of accounting. You can study the preparation and presentation of final accounts. Mostly it is theory only, right? Then you can study the important accounting standards like revenue recognition, fixed assets plus depreciation. Now it is property, plant and equipment, right? You can study investments, you can study inventories. I will say majority of the questions are coming from these accounting standards only. So first on a priority level try to cover them, right? Then you can move with cash flow statement basics. You can have a look at the ratio analysis part as well. Now there are some difficult questions as well in your ratio analysis. However, I'll advise you guys to just cover easy to moderate level. That's it, right? Cover easy to moderate level unless and until you are falling in the first category. अगर आपका already preparation हो चुका है, I will advise you guys कि आप go deeper. But if you are in a average category, no problem at all. You can even start with basics, right? So पहले इतना cover कर लो. मैनेजमेंट कंप्लीटली थ्योरी है, फिनेंस कंप्लीटली थ्योरी है. हैव अ लुक एट कॉस्टिंग. कॉस्टिंग से काफ़ी सारी क्वेरीज आती है कि सर कॉस्टिंग नहीं समझ में आ रहा, कॉस्टिंग कैसे कवर करें. फर्स्ट चैप्टर सबसे पहले पढ़ लो, बेसिक्स ऑफ कॉस्टिंग. फोर्थ चैप्टर सबसे पहले पढ़ लो एंड हैव अ लुक एट द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन ऑफ एनी एग्जाम. मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस दे आर आस्किंग फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड टॉपिक. कंप्लीटली थ्योरी है. कैन आई से दैट 50% ऑफ योर कॉस्टिंग इज नथिंग बट थ्योरी ओनली. इन रेस्ट ऑफ द 50% अगेन उसमें से भी काफी सारे थ्योरी क्वेश्चंस आ जाते हैं काफी बार, राइट? सो दैट विल बी स्ट्रैटेजी, दैट विल बी द कंप्लीट स्ट्रैटेजी फॉर यू गाइस, राइट? क्वांट, रीजनिंग, जनरल अवेयरनेस, अगेन यू नीड टू फोकस ऑन द इंपॉर्टेंट एरियाज, राइट? फिनेंस, करंट अफेयर्स हो गया आपका, न्यूज़पेपर हो गया, पीआईबी हो गया, राइट? प्लस इफ यू आर फॉलोइंग इन कैटेगरी 1, लेट्स सपोज यू हैव ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर्ड, सो आई विल एडवाइज यू गाइस कि take some time, write some descriptive English questions as well, right? At least try to write 3-4 questions in the next coming 20 days. If you are already prepared for your phase 1 examination, if you feel like I can ace phase 1 easily, right? Or it won't be a big task for me to ace the phase 1 examination, no problem at all. You can at the same time write some of the descriptive questions as well, or even you can focus on the paper 2 of the phase 2 as well, right? You can study IFSCA Act, just have a quick overview of that, right? And those topics that are not in your phase 1 paper 2, right? So जो uncommon topics हैं उनके ऊपर आप focus करना चालू कर सकते हो if you are in the first category, right? If you are in the first category, then you can definitely do that as well. Plus, if you are looking for any kind of mentorship, we are always there with you. You can check out the course highlight as well. We are covering each and everything in this particular course, right? So the strategy will always depend, guys, whether you are in the first category or the second category. Majority of the students are in second category because they are giving multiple exams, and I can say second category is also not too bad. You are already prepared. If you are giving PFRD examination, no problem at all. You have already studied finance, commerce and accountancy, right? Costing, economics, management. So things always go hand in hand. Things always go hand in hand. If you are in first category, I'll advise you guys to, अब जो सबसे ज़्यादा टफ लग रहा है, दोनों ही कैटेगरी को सबसे ज़्यादा जो टफ लग रहा है, आपको सबसे पहले वो उठाना है, राइट? अगर आप पहली कैटेगरी में हो तो आप जो सबसे ज़्यादा टफ लग रहा है उसको आप डीपर में जा सकते हो. यू कैन गो डीपर एज वेल, राइट? सो इजी टू मॉडरेट की जगह आप टफ लेवल पे भी थोड़ा जा सकते हो, थोड़ा सा टफ एरिया भी एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो. बट इफ यू आर इन द एवरेज कैटेगरी, आई विल एडवाइज यू गाइस टू इजी टू मॉडरेट लेवल के ऊपर मत जाना, राइट? बिकॉज आपको अपना एरिया बढ़ाना है. फर्स्ट कैटेगरी ऑलरेडी अपना एरिया बढ़ा चुकी है, राइट? अब वो उसी में ऑलरेडी वो ये हॉरिजॉन्टल वाला लेवल कवर कर चुके हैं. अब वो ये टी शेप बना रहे हैं, वर्टिकल शेप बना रहे हैं. दे आर गोइंग डीपर, राइट? बट फॉर यू गाइज, फर्स्ट कवर दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया. अपना सरफेस एरिया बढ़ाओ, डीपर जाने की जगह अपना सरफेस एरिया बढ़ाओ, इज व्हाट आई विल एडवाइज यू गाइज. ओके गाइज, सो दैट विल बी द परफेक्ट स्ट्रैटेजी फ्रॉम माई एंड, एंड दीज आर द की पॉइंटर्स दैट यू कैन check, right? So thank you so much guys. In case of any query, you can always reach out to me. Take care, bye bye, and best wishes for your examination. Thank you.